Hey gang, hope you're all doing well. Coach Jason here. So I want to go over a couple things. This is mainly for beginners runners. A couple of valuable pieces of advice that I think are very, very important. And over 2 decades as a coach and a former competitive runner myself, I didn't know these things in the beginning. So because I started in high school and we're essentially training immediately for races, so it's a little bit of a different environment. And I didn't start running the summer prior or anything like that. So these are a couple of pieces of advice that I want to share with you on your path, especially if you're interested in running and you want to progress, or depending on what you want to do. If you want to be recreational, if you want to build towards other races and whatnot, I think these things will be very helpful for you. So I definitely want to share this insight with you. And I hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want a lot of running detail, especially detailed running content, this is a great place for you. So please subscribe to the channel before you leave. And I thank you for it. All right, number one is obviously, and some of these are obvious, good shoes and comfy clothing. And when I mean comfy clothing, is stuff that's not going to chafe you, either under your arms or your chest or in the inside of your thighs. That's a very frustrating thing to have clothes that chafe. So even half spandex to the knee, if it's warmer weather, it'll be a great way to help prevent chafing. Comfortable clothing. You've got to figure out. You've got to try some things. So I encourage you to go to a running specialty store if you have access to one. Especially with the shoes as well, because they'll be able to take a look at your feet and say, okay, this might be your gait, and do a little bit of testing, and then they'll be able to tell you these are probably the best shoes for you right now based on their fit and your posture and your size and everything else and your age, and put you in the right feet. Right in the right shoes, and put your feet in the right shoes. And that'll go a long way towards helping you not only progress but feel good while you do it. Okay, and what I mean by that too is, I'm a USATF certified coach. I'm also a Wharton trained and certified musculoskeletal and a flexibility therapist. So one of the most important things to me as a coach is not only helping you run fast, but stay healthy while you do it. Okay, and enjoy yourself, because it's not fun when you're hurt all the time. So I want to put you in a position to be able to take advantage of the information that you have and make it your own. Okay, so, and again, comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing. Okay, and again, there should be essentially about a thumb length, at least a thumb length from your big toe to the shoe itself, because your feet will grow, they'll expand while you're running. You want to be able to move your toes around a little bit in the front of the shoe. So, but at least the thumbnail length between your big toe, or even your second toe, which might be longer towards the end of the shoe. So that's number one. Two, mixing walking in with the running if you're a beginner, especially if you're not training for races. If you're, and I even encourage this for people who are training for races like high school runners. Infuse running and gradually build out the running over time. Okay. Sometimes, especially if you're running and you're just starting, you can be a little stiff. You can be a little you can be a little sore afterward. And building, how do you build your training around that? And how do you take advantage of minimizing the soreness and stuff like that? So, and this is where a good flexibility routine comes in, which is my next thing. Okay. Having a good flexibility, even a stretch routine to help you ready yourself for the activity or help you even recover afterward is absolutely important. You want to feel good or feel better. And just like going to the gym and doing other stuff, and like I'm a long time martial artist too. Anytime you do something new, you'll get some soreness. So, and this is a new test to the body, right? A new exercise. So expect a little bit of stiffness and soreness, especially in the beginning. So being able to infuse walking helps you gradually build out your training. Be able to incorporate or figure out a good stretch routine for you also helps in your path towards whatever type of running you want to do. Okay, absolutely important. So again, your comfortable shoes and clothing is one. Okay, a good flexibility routine, okay, is two, and mixing in walking with running is three. Okay, next up is, this is an important one too, fueling or refueling. What to eat and when to eat it. Okay, general recommendation is if you run early, you're probably not going to have a chance to eat a good amount of food in the morning. So, and how you set up your training is important too. So, but if you have the ability to put something in your belly, and even if you're doing a short run in the morning, whether it be some type of carb related, even a piece of toast with some jelly on it, or a piece of fruit, something like that, that's easily digestible to get something in your belly before you run. If you can handle it, I recommend it. On the flip side, on the back end, something with a little bit more protein in it after training, after working out, whatever it is, for recovery, muscle repair, also good. So it's essentially carb beforehand, protein afterward. Okay. but you mix in as you see fit. But it's a good way of simplifying eating around your training and having enough to get you to the point where you can do the type of work that you want to do, and on the opposite side, recover well afterwards. So that's a good. That one's valuable to me, and I hope you find it helpful as well. And hopefully, you'll find a couple pearls in this video that you might find really, really helpful. So next up is, I mean, this is more of a little philosophical thing as well, but learning why do you want to run? Get an idea. Is it are you doing it to lose weight? Are you doing it to test yourself? Learning about your why is important. Okay, it'll give you some better insight as to why you're doing this, and maybe it'll help set expectations for yourself if you have any. I say, okay, well, I did that. Now I want to try a race. Then you can structure your training around the why. It gives you better understanding. You can essentially become your own coach this way, if you don't have a coach or want a coach. So figuring out what your why is and then you build around it is a great way towards giving you a better understanding of why you're doing it, and might even give you a bigger enjoyment of why you're doing it, because then you'll be able to see, okay, this is satisfying. I'm really happy that I achieved my goal here. I want to set a new goal. Okay, and this is some of the fun stuff about running, and it's stuff like this that's really, really simple, but very, very effective, very, very potent, and they can be very, very important. Okay, they're very important to me. I think you might find some of these things important to you over time as well, because the fact is, running is challenging at a time, and it's also easy at a time. The more fit you get, the more you do it, the more you know about it, the easier it becomes. So don't be surprised if it's challenging in the beginning, but at the same time, that doesn't mean to be discouraged. Okay, I mean, that's why I implemented these particular things, because I think it might be valuable. Learning how to help your own body adapt to the training and recover from the training. Okay, learning what to do, how to build out what you want to do. Okay, why you're doing it, posture, stuff like that, flexibility. And again, take a look. I've got stretching videos on this channel too, which will help, I think, tremendously in your efforts or goals to run faster or run better, stay healthy. And it's a full stretching routine, an active isolated flexibility routine. So, and it's sport specific, it's running specific. So that's the other thing too. And it's very, very, very functional, very, very specific to what you'd be doing here with running. So, and I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. I'm going to be doing another video like this, a piece of advice for more experienced runners. Okay, what to look for, how to modify things to make it, again, your own, or if you're a coach, how to make it more specific to your athletes that you're working with. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great week. I know it's summertime right now, so it's hot. So be smart and be careful when you're training. Take care of your body. Talk to you next time.